is the secret behind CFMOTO's success? Today we are in Hangzhou, a city located near Shanghai, at the very heart of CFMOTO, where all CFMOTO machines are born. We didn't come here by chance. We want to find out what lies behind CFMOTO's successful story. The last time I visited China was 2 years ago. During that time, the factory has changed significantly. For example, a wide street that used to separate two divisions is now connected by a tunnel. Parts for production are transported through it using automated systems, and employees can conveniently walk from one division to another. So how did this brand become the fastest growing motorcycle manufacturer in Europe? And for more than 10 years, the leading ATV brand in more than 30 countries worldwide. Lithuania is no exception. 2 out of 3 ATVs sold here are CFMOTO. So let's find out where the secret of CFMOTO's success lies. Today, manufacturers around the world face major challenges. Environmental requirements are becoming stricter. People's needs are changing faster than ever, and technology is advancing at an enormous pace. However, CFMOTO manages to adapt to all of this. They understand perfectly that simply improving engine power is no longer enough. To remain competitive, innovation and constant forward movement alongside rapidly developing technologies are essential.
First, I think, and this is very challenging for us, every year environmental regulations for vehicles are getting stricter and stricter. And this is increasingly hard to handle because it's not a global regulation or a global standards, but we are facing regional regulations all over the globe, which means that we have to develop different vehicles for different local settings.
One of the factors behind CFMOTO's popularity is accessibility. Today, there are more than 7,000 dealerships worldwide where customers can purchase CFMOTO vehicles and receive official service. This means that customers can feel confident anywhere in the world. Support and maintenance will always be easily accessible.
So we have established a network of really good distributors and dealers, more than 7,000 shops around the world, which means that the customer can not only buy the machine, but get the after-sales service and the treatment that he needs. So this is our centered approach for the customers.
In Lithuania, CFMOTO has long become a leader. 2 out of 3 ATVs sold are CFMOTO. This wave of popularity is also evident across Europe, where the manufacturer is rapidly strengthening its position.
For ORVs in Europe, we are by far number one. Even since 2018, we're the number one brand in Europe, also in Australia, but in Europe more dominantly with a very, very dominant market share. We hold the number one spot in the market in 33 countries currently, which is quite successful. And if you look at the big US market for ORV products, we're currently number 4 with about a 10% market share, maybe slightly above 10% market share. And we have significantly grown over the past years. We have gained the number 1 market position in Europe, also of course in Lithuania. And we are very proud of that. We will keep improving so that we hold this position.
Europe is one of the most challenging markets. There are highly diverse climate conditions, strict environmental standards, and very demanding consumers. That is why Quad's development directions are shaped here. If a model performs successfully in Europe, it is very likely to succeed in other global markets as well.
The market has very distinct characteristics. So in Europe, the users are more experienced than in other territories, and they're demanding much more from the product. And then in Europe, you have the challenges of geographical and topographical issues. You come from the very cold north, you have the Alps in the middle, a mountain area, you have very hot south. So it's demanding for a product. And for us, if we can make a product work in Europe, it will most likely work everywhere. So this is why Europe is very, very important for us. Then we have talked before, the regulatory system in Europe is extremely strict. It's maybe the most challenging in the global world. This is not only a disadvantage, it's an advantage because it helps us drive innovation. We are forced to innovate the products to stay in Europe.
Speaking of motorcycles, in Lithuania, CFMOTO is only just rising, but it is doing so quickly and confidently. Within a few years, the manufacturer has climbed to high positions in new motorcycle sales. So it seems we will see more and more CFMOTO on Lithuanian roads.
Regarding the two-wheelers, we hold the #1 spot in the Chinese market for large displacement motorcycles. And we have increased our global presence really significantly, as you also can see in your country. We are already top 3 in some markets. We are among the top 10 brands in 9 markets globally, which is a big success for a relatively young motorcycle company. And for us, this is the proof that with our product strategy, we're going in the right direction. We are really proud that we're starting to be more and more recognized on the global marketplace.
Technology is one of CFMOTO's strongest driving force. Each new model features clearly visible improvements that are not merely cosmetic. These are real solutions designed to improve safety, durability, and the riding experience.
I think it is because we're really technology-driven. This is something that it is in our DNA, in our genes. Our company has steadily increased the level of investment in research and development, and we have pursued international technological partnerships with good partners which enable us to manage these core technologies that we need through these cooperations.
It is also very important that CFMOTO constantly responds to user feedback. If signals about minor issues come from a certain region, they are addressed immediately. The very next version rolling off the production line is already updated, with issues corrected and solutions improved.
Secondly, and I think this is almost most important, we follow a very user-centered philosophy. By constantly collecting feedback around the world from the vehicles, we can have the data. From the users, we can have the feedback. And this allows our product management teams to really accurately predict what is going on in the market, where do we need to go, and which products do we need to develop. And then, of course, we have the benefit that with this feedback and with the speed of a Chinese company, we can react flexibly and create new products based on the feedback of the customers.
A large portion of CFMOTO's investments goes into developing new technologies. As a result, their motorcycles and ATVs become more durable, safer, and feature functions that are usually found in higher-class machines.
We have spent more than $70 million in R&D spendings just in the first half of 2025. So you see, spending in R&D is something that we really focus on. And it is done to provide our customers with a safer and more enjoyable product.
No less attention is paid to employee well-being at the CFMOTO factory. There are gyms, relaxation areas, and shops, and work schedules are arranged so employees can rest regularly and maintain a balance between work and personal life. The factory has several dining areas with restaurants of different cuisines, so everyone can find something they like. Since Hangzhou is a very large city, comfortable hotels for employees are built around the factory with all amenities and relaxation areas so that living near work is as comfortable as possible. In recent years, CFMOTO has been very active in motorsports. From the Moto2 and Moto3 World Championships to the CFMOTO Thunder Racing team successfully triumphing in the global W2RC Rally Raid competitions. Experience gained in championships allows them to create even more reliable and demanding conditions-ready ATV and motorcycle models.
At the same time, you can see that we're building also our brand. It's not just the product, we're also building our brand. We do so by things like participation in racing activities. So you know that we're participating on the World Championship level, Moto3, Moto2, also with the four-wheel team. Of course, you know this best with Antanas. We are successfully on the racing stage, which helps us. I think the combination of these factors is what really drives our business and makes us successful.
CFMOTO never stops moving forward. Every year they introduce new models and technologies that their customers have come to expect. It is this constant renewal that allows CFMOTO to stand out from many other manufacturers. They not only respond to the market, but often shape it themselves.
Our products will be based on new platforms that you will be seeing soon, and these new products will be just improved in a lot of ways, and also be a balance in between performance and value for money, things like that. So we will continue to be on our way successfully, but the main thing is that the whole company, the whole CFMOTO group is following globalization, electrification, and intelligent services, which will be more important in the future. So this is the direction in which we are going, and you will be able to see a lot of exciting products soon.
What we saw today only proves once again that CFMOTO's success is not accidental. Behind every ATV or motorcycle lies tremendous work, innovation, and people who truly live it. So if you haven't yet, I recommend trying CFMOTO yourself. I believe you will be pleasantly surprised.